Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm really excited to make this video today because I am pregnant and I've always wanted to become pregnant. I'm sure that everybody watching this video for the most part has the same desire and is trying to have, this same exact amazing feeling of finally falling pregnant. So I want to keep this pretty quick and give you all of the facts so it can be more informative for you. Starting with my cycle before I ended up getting pregnant, my cycle my whole life was pretty inconsistent. I've always worked out. I've always eaten healthy as well, if that matters to you, but the working out seemed to change my cycle lengths the most. And over the past year, prior and sort of a part of the year trying to get pregnant, a lot of my cycles were very long. So I'm in between cycles rather. So I'm talking about like 42 days sometimes in between having one cycle and then the other. They were always around the same length, like 5 to 7 days of bleeding, but the time in between was very long. The year, like I said, leading up to getting pregnant, majority of that year, I was mostly weightlifting and not running. And when I was running the year before, it seemed like they were shorter. So that's, just information to have about me. And the reason why I actually decided that maybe Vitex or chasteberry could be a supplement that would benefit me was because of my cycle. And I think that this supplement can just help anybody who has irregular cycles maybe sort out their cycle a little bit better. So that's sort of what it did for me. I heard about this supplement through a friend, not even a very close friend, really just the conversation sparked about wanting to become pregnant. And she told me her story where she was infertile for a while and she took this and literally immediately fell pregnant. I think at the time it had been about 5 or 6 months of actually trying to get pregnant and not becoming pregnant. Now, once again, remember those 42 days in between cycles. So even though it was 5 or 6 months, it was only probably like 4 actual period cycles or whatever. Anyways, I did some research on Vitex chasteberry and, saw that it was actually helping other women online become pregnant and sorting out their cycles. So for me, I felt like I had some hormonal imbalances, and I'm not honestly sure if I did. I got very generic blood work done on like day 21 of my cycle, which was, in my opinion, a bad idea, because if I'm having 42-day cycles, why would testing me on day 21, and only testing me on that day, show if my hormones are out of whack or not? I didn't think that made sense. Day 21 testing is really based off of a 28-day cycle and what you would want to see on day 21 out of day 28. So to me, I didn't know. I still don't know, if anything was up with my hormones, but it seemed like, based off some of the videos I heard about women that took this supplement and things I read about this supplement online, that my long periods could potentially be resolved and that maybe I would be able to fall pregnant. So I was very hopeful and kind of just hoping, this doesn't mess up my hormones more than they already are. That was a thought that I truly had. And, talking to your doctor, I guess, would be recommended. I did not. I just felt like a supplement would probably be pretty harmless and I could always come off and try other things. So I started taking this supplement month 1. It already shortened my periods. So those 42 days, sorry, I keep saying periods, but the length in between. So the 42 days in between periods went from that to like 36, I want to say, immediately. And then the next month I was pregnant. Okay, so I was looking at my app, like, okay, 36 days is over, going on towards the 40-day mark, like, what's up? And I didn't really have any symptoms at first, but as it got closer to 40 days, I started actually to have a few weird feelings within my body. And, this is probably for another video, but my legs felt kind of heavy. I think I had some PMS symptoms, sore breasts, everything like that. But I ended up having the inclination to take a test and, ended up taking a few different tests here. So I was pregnant, and, I just want to make this video because I was literally, just like any viewer watching this, like, did not know what this was going to do for me. And I'm not sure if this got me pregnant, but I just really feel very much the need to share, not medical advice, not even, supplement advice, because everybody is going to have different hormones and everything. But I don't see a reason why you wouldn't try this if you felt like your cycles were irregular and you're infertile, or not infertile, but you feel like, getting pregnant is not happening in a very timely manner. Maybe it's been 6 months or a year or more, and, it's very frustrating. I'm blessed that it wasn't longer than about 6 or 7 months for me, but, I really feel for people that it is, because even within that shorter time period, it was stressful for me. I always had a fear of being infertile and not being able to have a child naturally or easily. And I'm still, worried about things. I'm still concerned about miscarriage and this, that, and the other. So, I just want to recommend anybody that's dealing with this. And the last thing I just thought of, I wanted to say, I heard a mother she was pregnant. She took this supplement. She got pregnant. And what she said is it says not to take this while you're pregnant or lactating. And I looked it up once I found out I was pregnant, and based off of sort of what she said. So I looked it up, and it said it could mess with your milk production. I'm sure there's maybe another side effect or two, but, let me see. Yeah. It doesn't say anything on the bottle, but she just said she was worried about it affecting her progesterone, because that's one thing that this supplement is kind of known for helping, is your progesterone levels to stay high. And then when you're in early pregnancy, you need your progesterone to keep rising, or you'll lose the embryo. So that's something she was concerned about. And so she tapered off in her first trimester from 2 pills a day, which is 1,000 milligrams. So that's this particular brand, like, I really recommend, because it was easy to find on Amazon, and it has the 1,000 milligrams, which I read, multiple sources say go with 1,000 milligrams. So you take 2 a day to get there. But she cut it down to 1, and then she stopped. So I did the same thing, because I found out I was pregnant at 3 weeks pregnant, and I stopped taking it really that week. So I probably went down to just one capsule, so 500 milligrams, almost immediately. And then that put me for another like 5 or 6 days. I just kept taking them, and then I stopped. So I really did stop pretty early, because I thought I was further along in my pregnancy than I actually was. I thought I found out at 5 weeks, and I really only found out at 3 weeks that I was pregnant. Because like I said, my cycles were so long, that when you put that date in, it said, okay, you've been pregnant for 5 days or 5 weeks and 6 days, when I found out, and it really wasn't. anyways, you know, I recommend this particular brand, and the taking 1,000 milligrams. These are capsules, and you know, I would love to hear any comments down below if you try it out and how it goes for you, because to me, it's a little bit of a miracle. And maybe my body just was ready to get pregnant, and maybe your body will just be ready to get pregnant when the time's right. But it's an amazing feeling when it happens, and I'm not sure if this supplement had anything to do with it, but either way, I want to let you know. So thank you for watching this video. Like I said, please leave me a comment down below about, you know, your story with this supplement, even if it's a negative thing. Maybe it messed up your hormones or whatever it may be. So any information is going to be good and helpful. So thank you.